Well, hello, friends. I'd like to thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing to Cowboy Star. That's right, we're talking about the Dallas Cowboys. We have a bit of breaking news, folks, on some personnel. Tank Lawrence has been officially activated and is practicing today. So, this is the idea is for him to come back against the Saints and play the Saints game. He's not going to be playing tomorrow, but hopefully he can be ready for the Saints next Thursday on Thursday Night Football. CD Lamb is still going through the concussion protocol, as you all know. Uh, and there's 5 steps to the protocol that he has to go through in order to be cleared to play against the Raiders. Step 1, he's got to rest and limit activity the first day that he had the concussion. Step 2, a graduated practice exercise program. He can do that. It's the second step. Third step, football activities, but supervised. And that's what he did today. He had practice today. He was able to practice, but he was supervised by the trainer. Step 4, non-contact training drills and catching the ball. He'll be doing that probably later today. That's probably what he did later this afternoon. So that's part of the football activities. And step 5, he has to participate in the full practice. Like I say, he did that today, followed by clearance from the team doctor, and then clearance from a independent neurologist. So CD Lamb has to go through a lot of protocols in order to be able to play, but the way it's looking, it looks like he's going to be back, and because we sure do need him, because Amari Cooper is still going to be out for this game with the COVID protocol. So remains to be seen if he's going to actually get to play, but the arrow is pointing up for CeeDee Lamb. We should get Tyron Smith back for this game. That's going to help us a lot, getting Tyron Smith back. So we should have our full complement of offensive linemen for this game finally. Here it is, almost week 12, and we still just now getting our full complement of our starting linemen in there for the Cowboys. In other news, Donovan Wilson, safety, our safety who we had such high hopes. He had such a good season last year, and he's had nothing but an injury-riddled season so far this year. He has been placed on the IR. I'm not sure if it's the 3-week IR or the rest of the season. They didn't say, but I'm hoping it's just a 3-week IR. So we'll see what happens there. Sir Neville Gallimore is on schedule. He should be coming back in a couple of weeks. I don't think he's coming back as soon as Tank Lawrence, but he should be coming back for the week after that, let's hope. And all these injuries, in my opinion, and I've said this before on numerous occasions, are due to the lack of padded practices that we're allowed to have during the season and in the preseason. If you'll remember, whenever the Cowboys and all these teams were able to practice in pads a lot more, all these injuries did not occur as often as they do now. And that's the reason, because they got this the collective bargaining agreement that the owners agreed to, and it says that they can only have one padded practice a week. I mean, these guys aren't practicing enough. That's why all these injuries are occurring. They're not in shape like they ought to be. That's one rule I wish they would change and get out of there, because that's causing a lot of injuries in my mind. But the Cowboys face the Las Vegas Raiders tomorrow. I do want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. I'm going out of town with the wife, and we're going to go visit my sister back in Texas and spend a good holiday, eat a lot of good food over there with family. So But I do wish all of y'all a happy Thanksgiving. And let's hope the Cowboys can get back off the schneid and get things going the right way like we know they can play. Dak was off last week. He needs to have a big game. We need to try to run the ball is what we need to try to do. We didn't run the ball near as many times as we should have run it last week. I know that they were clogging up the line, but sometimes you just got to keep hammering it, and finally it'll open up. So it remains to be seen what the Cowboy team's going to show up. Keys to the game, as always, we need to get to their quarterback. We need to control the time of possession. We need to cut out the other opponent, which is the penalties. We need to get a few turnovers maybe along the way, and that'll help us defeat the Raiders. But we can't afford to lose another game. The Eagles are coming up on our tail a little bit. They've got an easy schedule the rest of the way too. They virtually play mostly the NFC East teams. Other than us, the rest of the teams, they got a pretty easy schedule. So I hope and pray if we lose this game, we'd be 7-4, and the Eagles would be like 6-5 or something like that. So, it remains to be seen what's going to happen. So, with that being said, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. As always, if anything other news breaks, I'll be sure and report it to you. And I hope everybody has a happy Thanksgiving once again. With that being said, I'm out.